Welcome to Good Mythical More. We've got snacks that are parties to crimes.
Party.
We've got snacks that are enabling people to break the law.
Wow. But
crazy.
first, we have a 10-word story.
Okay.
Georgie
Pulled
his
finger
so
hard.
I'm taking out that because it's waste.
That's waste. He forgot
his
math. You know, if you pull your finger too hard, you will forget your math.
Georgie pulled his finger so hard he forgot his math.
That's a good homework excuse. Where's your homework, Georgie?
I pulled my finger too hard.
And I left it.
So I forgot my math.
I think he forgot all math, like his knowledge of math.
All the math that he had up into that
All the
point.
math that he understood, he forgot. It's like, do not pull your finger
You gotta
too hard.
be careful when you're pulling your fingers.
Yeah, it's like you pull it a little bit. If you're of a certain age and you pull it, of course, it will lead to a fart. But you have to be like a uncle.
Do you know that when we were coming
or
up,
a granddad?
we were coming up, you jam your finger and then you get like a teacher to
just to
pull
yank
on it.
Just to yank it.
I've got children. We've never pulled on their fingers.
I'm sorry, wait.
Doesn't work.
What?
Yeah, you jam your finger.
Growing up, if we
You ever
jammed
jammed your
our
finger?
boom,
Oh!
like the coach would like take your finger and he would pull on it.
Yeah, and that's bad. That can't be.
It's not. We're
that
not
can't be
supposed to do that.
in WebMD.
I broke 2 different women's fingers. That sounds, the way I said it.
You
The
broke two
way I
different women's
said it
fingers?
was inappropriate, but I mean it in
You
the.
broke 2 different women's
what I
fingers?
mean is, as a girl, as a young girl, I broke 2 other girls' fingers accidentally in different
pulling.
occasions.
From
No,
pulling?
no. One was there was a dance involved and then a fall
Okay.
in which her finger was broken. And then the other one, I
You
was
pushed
playing
a girl?
soccer and I think it was practice and I broke our goalie's finger with a soccer ball.
Stevie.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I
The
mean.
power.
Shame
That's
on
what I
you.
mean.
Did you?
The power. Stevie Wynn Levine.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for 10 years to tell that story.
You broke a goalie's finger.
You break a goalie's
Yeah.
finger and it's pretty much game over. You know.
You just go up.
They're the only
you
ones that
pull
can
on it.
touch the ball.
No, it was fine. Everything was fine. Do you guys want to
Handball.
play a game where I tell you about some crimes involving snacks, but I leave the snacks as blanks and then you write down what you think the
I was
blanks
gonna
are?
get to do when
I'm
I
a-
showed up this morning.
Hey!
I'm gonna already put a blank.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a snack. I'm doing a blind guess.
Here's the first crime. A man robbed an Iowa City convenience store, but accidentally left a trail of stolen snacks and lottery tickets for police to follow. Officers found him about 100 yards away from the store, carrying 2 cases of beer and covered in blank blank.
Oh. Well, that's not gonna work.
Covered in blank blank. 100 yards away. He made it a football field away with 2 cases of beer.
Okay, I think I got a pretty good guess. Just because of the 2 blanks, and also you could get covered in it.
I also felt like I would get this one, but I have the answer, so.
Link's having trouble. He just divided his blanks up though.
Yeah. Covered in M&M's.
Okay.
2 blanks.
I went with nacho cheese.
It's nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Nacho
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, because you got to think. It's just like, first of all, boy,
What did he do?
you're gonna steal nacho cheese?
How do
Like,
you steal nacho cheese?
I think you fill up a
Like
thing
a
with
vat?
it. Yeah, he got a vat, and then it spilled all over him. And how M&M's gonna stick to him? Unless he's magnetic to M&M's.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ask Georgie.
Louisiana Councilman John Givens unwrapped a blank in a store, ate it, and shoved the wrapper into his pocket. When Givens went to pay for his other items, the clerk asked him if he was going to pay for the blank. Upset, Givens pulled out his councilman badge and told the cashier, "You must not know who I am." A warrant went out for Givens' arrest, and his bond was set at $1,000, about $999 more than the cost of that blank. Old John Givens in there with that blank in his pocket.
It's got to be something that he ate. He could eat quickly and then shove the wrapper in his pocket, go, whoop, whoop, and then put the wrapper in your pocket. It's like, what's something you go, it's not like a Snicker, like chomp, 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 chomp. How long does it take to eat a Snickers?
Well, if you're Louisiana Councilman John Givens, a lot less than that.
You think
it's fun size?
You think it's a fun size Snicker? They don't sell those individually.
I went with Snickers.
It ain't a Snickers. I can tell you right now, it's not a Snickers.
Unwrapped?
Shove the wrapper. It's got a wrapper on it.
It may have been a Reese's peanut butter cup, but that's too many blanks.
I think he unwrapped a. Yeah, you gotta unwrap it. If they're like, eat it, shove the wrapper in your pocket.
Like a muffin?
Now, this is Louisiana. So the Louisiana store.
Okay, well now I'm gonna.
You've already given your answer.
Oh, I got it. Now I got another one. I went with crawfish.
I went with crawfish in a wrapper. They individually wrapped a crawfish. Honey bun.
I'll take a hint.
Honey bun.
Yeah, crawfish.
It's close. The honey bun it's moon pie.
Oh, moon pie.
Moon pie.
Moon pie. Do you know who I am? I'm a moon pie.
If I don't get a moon pie, nobody gets a moon pie. When's the last time you had a moon pie and you weren't being ironic?
I had a moon pie on this show, but it was years ago.
Have you ever bought a moon pie at a convenience store?
No.
Last time when we were on our little trip up to San Francisco that I talked about on the podcast, we stopped at a convenience store. And I was like, all right, we're going to eat in like 2 or 3 hours. Just get yourself a little something. You know, the old dad, get yourself a little something.
Get you something to hold you over.
And there's a whole section in convenience stores that are like honey buns that are in like see-through plastic wrap that are like this big.
Oh, yeah. Bear claws.
And they're like 2,700 calories for a thing like that. And I'm just like, there's somebody coming in here and just getting that, and it's just like, this is what I'm going to eat right now. I'm going to eat this whole honey bun. And they're not like splitting it amongst their friends. You know what I'm saying?
It's big and it's honey.
And of course,
it's bunny.
Shepard brought it to me and said, can I get this?
You told him no?
And I said, no, you can't.
It's just not going to hold you over for just a couple hours.
That, man. You can't.
What did you get? What did you allow him to purchase?
Some like peanuts or something like that.
Some peanuts.
Shepard has we're not super strict about what he eats. He has so much sugar, but like, I have to kind of keep a little bit of a lid on it.
Speaking of what we allow you to purchase, for a limited time, we got a Mythical Society promo. First degree is just $2 from today through Friday, February 18th. Wow. $2 for first degree.
Wow.
You're thinking about it? Do it for $2 for join the Mythical Society.
That's 2
lowest
moon
price
pies.
ever. Tell your friends. $2 for first degree.
That's probably one crawfish.
Through February 18th. MythicalSociety.com for details. All right, Stevie.
Authorities in California busted an attempt to steal and resell nearly $300,000 worth of blank. The scheme was surprisingly elaborate, with the thieves first stealing the identity of a legitimate trucking company before driving the blank to an abandoned property to remove them from their packaging. Too bad for them, the trailers were equipped with GPS and they were quickly apprehended.
$300,000 worth of something?
They took them to an abandoned property to remove them from their packaging.
You got to take this stuff out of the packaging?
Why would you take it out of the packaging?
Yeah. Huh.
This one hits close to home for me.
Snacks.
What? Close to home? How close?
All right, I'm going to use that hint.
That's what I was hoping for.
I'm using it too.
What did you say?
I said liquid death.
Liquid death water. No, piggles. Piggles.
Pickles?
Piggles. Mount Olive pickles. Mount
Okay,
Olive's
so I
close
told
to
you guys this
Winston-Salem.
hits close to home. Your answer is pickles.
Take the pickles out of their
liquid death.
packaging.
Pistachios is the answer.
Oh, wonderful.
Pistachios. Why are they wonderful? Why are they removing them from their packaging?
I mean, what, they're taking them out of their packaging and like putting them in a barrel?
Well, here's the thing:
Selling them by the
$300,
barrel?
$300,000 worth of pistachios is really just like 15 bags.
It's not a lot.
Stuff is expensive.
Yeah, it's not a lot. And
Expensive.
and if you eat too many, your hands will go numb, just like it happened to you that
It
time.
didn't. Well, they started to itch.
Yeah.
My palms itched because all I ate all day was pistachios. They itched.
Turns
and
out he's allergic
red.
to like 7 pounds of pistachios.
Yeah. I mean, I ate $250,000 that morning.
Yeah, right.
It was a splurge, a piggle splurge. Piggles.
A man in Tokyo was accused of making fraudulent complaints about blank blank, which resulted in him illegally obtaining 30 million yen, which is equal to $251,000. The man would call a store and complain that the blank he bought there was blank. He would then call the store again, this time posing as someone from the head office, and demand that they give the man some replacement blank and all the cash they took in for the day as an apology to the customer. He was eventually caught.
That's a lot of blanks, but
I think
the man would call a store and complain that the blank he bought there was blank. That can't be the same blank.
No, yeah. I think it's like
It's-
accused of making fraudulent complaints about old fish.
Exactly.
That
yeah.
the fish he bought there was old. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I-
old fish, huh?
I'm just using an adjective and a noun to explain how this works. $251,000?
30 million yen worth of.
I got it.
I do think it's stale something.
Well, that's what I went with stale bread because that would actually be that'd be a good scheme because it's kind of hard to prove. And you can actually make it stale just by as soon as you get home, you just open it.
Well, I said stale too, so I'm not. But I'm gonna say
Fish.
Chips, stale chips.
Half of Retz is correct.
Oh,
Okay.
hard bread.
Oh, no,
moldy.
moldy bread.
Moldy.
Actually-
I wrote it first.
I'm looking for soggy bread.
Soggy bread.
Even easier to do. Soggy bread.
Soggy bread, huh? I need some non-soggy bread and the cash that you took in for the day as an apology for me having to handle such soggy bread.
How did he get how did he settle on all the money that you've collected today? That you know what? I won't say anything if you give me all the money.
Retribution. Retribution, man.
Soggy bread.
Soggy bread.
It'll ruin your day. Soggy
Soggy.
bread will ruin your day. If you're not expecting it.
You ready for another one?
Yeah, don't make my loggy soggy.
On Christmas Eve 2020, thieves broke into Borsalia
That's my favorite
restaurant in Brooklyn
Borsabia.
and stole about, there's a number in here, about blank pounds of blank blank, passing up more valuable items such as booze, wine, an iPad, and speakers.
Booze, wine, iPad, and speakers.
They stole about blank
Borsalia.
pounds of blank blank at Borsalia.
Restaurant in Brooklyn. Why is a restaurant selling iPads and speakers?
It was an iPad, so I think there was
Oh.
just a singular iPad in the restaurant.
Okay.
Could have stole that iPad.
All right.
Borsalia. I said Parmesan cheese.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I said 100 pounds of meatballs, but I think Parmesan
Did
cheese
you
is...
spell meatballs? MEET?
No. It's just my A's are not. No, look. See the A on the my
Allow me to introduce you to balls.
my A and my
Meat balls.
Look, my A. It looks the same. It looks like a C. I do it like that. See?
Would you like to meet
I
my
know that
balls?
meat is not spelled with 2 E's. It's an E. It's an
You're both in the right region, but you've missed the food item. So if it's not cheese or meatballs,
A. Oh.
7 pounds of
100 pounds of pasta sauce.
it's
breadcrumbs.
10 to 15 pounds of fresh pasta.
Fresh pasta.
Oh, fresh pasta is the best.
I'm so glad you told us about this, Stevie. Somebody stole 15 pounds of fresh pasta from a place a year and a half ago. It's like, who
Yeah.
cares?
It's like-
Who cares? I mean,
and
all
that
right.
and that made the news.
And what? Really?
I mean, you know,
These broke into a restaurant. It's because they didn't take the iPad. That's why this is so newsworthy.
Yeah, I mean, it's no
15 pounds of fresh pasta.
There's no councilman in Louisiana sneaking a little bite of a crawdad.
Right.
You know, that, but it is 10 to 15 pounds of fresh pasta.
Is there another?
I mean, after your reaction to that one, no. There's not. That can be the last one. We can end on a
pasta, not
high
gonna get any
note. Yes.
First degree Mythical Society memberships are just $2 through February 18th. Visit mythicalsociety.com for details.